Hey y'all, Scott here. Hey, so I just had to kind of come on. Just had, I don't know, just had actually a pretty amazing moment that I don't know, I haven't had in a little while. Um, yes, I guess you could say a kind of a spiritual, a spiritual hit. Anyways, I happened to come across and this new worship project. Actually, it's not. I mean, it's only maybe, I don't even know if it's a month old yet, but just happened to come across this worship project called House of Worship, and it was a project that Michael W. Smith kind of took under his wing, but went and took just a bunch of songs, worship songs that have just been key to really kind of the worship movement over the last several decades, and just had, it was a really great idea. He ended up taking the artist that actually wrote the song, and then he paired him up with another artist as well, and they led these songs, and several of them, the whole thing was captured live, which I always think is impressive. And it was done in just a very, relaxed setting and stuff, but just with some amazing musicians, and whatnot. But the thing that got me was not necessarily the fact that, they were these great artists and all these great singers. It was more about the fact that all the songs that he chose, or that was chosen for this project, and just how unique these songs were. I literally just spent, I was gonna get ready to go to bed, and I just happened to just come across this on YouTube, and lo and behold, I ended up going through pretty much the entire album. And man, just every song, I literally, as I listened to it, I found myself going back to some moments that I first heard the song, or going back to moments of when myself as a worship leader, that I led these songs, and just the response and the impact that they not only made on me personally, but I remember those moments that they made in those times of worship. And I have to say, the worship industry has definitely come in its cycles and stuff, and honestly, I probably need to do another post on this sometime, because those of you who know me know that I'm very passionate about it. And the crazy thing is that I just recently kind of semi-retired. My wife hates me using that word, because I really haven't retired, but have stepped down from full-time ministry as a worship leader. And yet I have to tell you that, it's interesting how the calling just never leaves you. And this has definitely, been something that has just been a great reminder in it. But needless to say, just this project really amazed me in just the little bit that I've been listening to and hearing it. And I was like, man, I need to come on and actually say something about this, because we live in a time where there's, the worship industry has gotten super competitive. Over the years, it's really become overmarketed and marketized, and if that's even a word, sorry. But just has, in some ways, almost become more of a product selling thing, than at times really what the essence of what it's really always been about. And I have to say, like, it's been a while since I have heard some true worship songs that I feel like have just had the impact and truly have made the stamp that a lot of these songs have. And I definitely I want to recommend to you, man, you need to check it out. Again, it's called House of Worship, and it's got so many people leading on it that have really made such a imprint on just the worship culture and really the history of what worship is. Songs like Agnes Day, which Michael W. Smith wrote on his Go West Young Man project, that I remember first hearing it and just being blown away as a teenager and going, holy cow, this is an amazing song. Not only is the writing of it and even some of the time changing in it so unique, but it is just amazing. And honestly, still to this day, his original version, just nothing compares to it. How he released it and how that song really came to him was just amazing, of how it was captured on that original recording. But that song's on it. The song Come Now Is the Time to Worship, which was a huge one that I did a lot and was, one that I loved. It really helped break open the door of bringing people into that place of worship and encounter. Another great one, Open the Eyes of My Heart by Paul Valache. These are timeless songs. Another one that really blew me away listening to it was Darlene Zschech leading Shout to the Lord with CeCe Winans. Listening to her lead that literally took me back to the first time I heard that song released on the Shout to the Lord album, which ended up being the iconic album that sparked Hillsong Ministries worship ministry and really make it become something that has made a huge impact, even in the midst of all of the controversy and scandal that's happened recently with that ministry and its church. It's still it's amazing the breath of life that was in these songs. And I have to tell you that, in the time that we live right now, where there are so many pastors and so many celebrity figure leaders that are just unfortunately failing right and left in front of us, in scandals and in failures. The one thing I have to tell you that I have such hope in, and that is the fact that I believe the worship that has come to earth here, I believe has made its lasting impact and will continue to. And I will tell you this, I've really been searching my heart a whole lot when it comes to ministry and when it comes to just the body of Christ and really what that's supposed to look like here on earth. And I'm really interested in seeing what the future years holds, if the Lord doesn't come back sooner, of what it's going to look like. I think the church right now is going through a major cleansing. It's going through a major breaking. There's a lot of kingdoms that have been built by man, that have not been built by God, have been completely built by man and his agenda. And a lot of those are coming down and are being pulled down. But the encouraging thing in it is the heart of worship will never die. It's what heaven is all about. I had a older friend years ago tell me, when we get to heaven, you're the only person that's going to still have a job there. All of the preachers, all of the pastors, all of the evangelists, they won't have a job anymore because there won't be a need to help speak the truth and tell people about Jesus because they'll be in front of him. But us worshipers and us worship leaders, we will still have a job. We will still be leading the saints. We will still be before the King. And that's what it's going to be all about. Anyways, I don't mean to get off on all of that. And again, I probably need to make another separate post on this. But if you have not, you need to go check out House of Worship. I'm telling you, it will impact you. And I'm not being paid to sell this. Man, it hit me hard. And my wife can tell you when stuff like that does, it's legit. God just seems to hit me in those moments, and especially in this season that I'm in. And so I hope it blesses you. Go check it out. Go spend some time in it. Don't just listen to it for nostalgia. Go and sit down and really listen to what these songs bring back to you, especially for those of you who have had your journey in the church. These songs will reawaken your love and your passion. I promise. If you feel dead and dry, then you need to go listen to these songs. You need to let them breathe back into you. Songs like Breathe that they say a whole lot, and they take us to that place of intimacy and encounter that so many of us we've been to before, but for some of us it's been a while. And so I encourage you, go check it out. Let it be a blessing to you.